You're lying in the dark, still in your clothes. Maybe you're in a room that isn't yours, a friend's couch, a motel, the back seat of your car, or a half-empty apartment with one light on. Wherever you landed, it isn't home. But you did it. You left. And it's gone quiet in a way that hasn't quite registered for you yet. Maybe it was years coming, and maybe you just snapped tonight. Doesn't matter right now. At this point, not asking what happens or what it means, you don't do that tonight. Tonight, there's exactly one job. Get through the night without making it worse. That's it. That's the whole job. Everything else can wait till midnight. Till daylight, not midnight. The one thing I would suggest is don't make it permanent. I know for myself, as soon as I got to a place where I felt safe, I wanted to finish it. I wanted to send a text that ended it for good, to just burn it all down. I wanted to tell her mother, I wanted to embarrass her. I wanted to tell the kids what she'd done. I wanted to empty the bank accounts, but I didn't. But I wanted to. Every one of those things is adrenaline, and it's not going to feel tomorrow. It's not going to feel good tomorrow. It's going to write a check that is going to cost a lot later on. You can be gone for the good. You can be gone for the night without detonating anything. You can say, I'm gone for tonight, and that's the complete sentence. Turn off your phone, turn on, do not disturb. Nothing needs to get decided, signed, sent, or destroyed before morning. And you're not weak for waiting. A man who refuses to let the worst hour of his week make permanent calls is not a weak man. There will be a time to be tough. This is not it. It's okay to be sad, to grieve, to be gutted, angry. Likely you've been betrayed in one way or another, and that's a wound. It's not weakness. It's okay to be sad. It's okay to cry. None of what we're going to talk about here is legal advice. Walking out can affect the house and the custody, so don't make it permanent tonight. Talk to somebody who knows the legal ins and outs before you do. One night out is not a forfeit. Now, if you're anything like me, my first night, it felt like guilt. I felt relief. And because of that relief, I felt that guilt. And that can scare the hell out of you. What kind of man feels relieved when he leaves his family? And you think, maybe I'm the villain. You're not. Your body's probably been braced for the next argument so long it felt like what being off felt like. And tonight, you might have relaxed. That relief isn't proof that you're cold. It's a signal that you've gone a long time without a pause. It also might not be relief. It might be the grief that knocks you down. You might notice the empty side of the bed and the quiet where the noise used to be. You might not sleep at all. You might miss being woken up in the morning by your kids. Both of those are normal, and both can show up in the same night. Some nights I fell asleep at 8:30, and then I just woke up at 3 and couldn't get back to sleep. Relief doesn't mean you didn't love your family, and grief doesn't mean that you were wrong to go. Whatever shows up, don't argue with it, and don't ruminate on it at 2 a.m., although that's easier said than done. Do your best to let it move through you, and treat it as weather and not a verdict. Weather always moves past, but a verdict sticks around. Now, here's what you need for the night. You need somewhere safe to sleep for about 8 hours. You're not building a new life tonight. It's 8 hours. If you can't afford anywhere, a night in a car or on a buddy's floor, you will live through it. I crashed at my friend's place for a couple weeks. Just because you don't have a permanent place to go yet, don't let nowhere to go pull you back into your old life. The men who get through these sort of nights, well, they do small, boring things. So here's a few things you can think about. Make a bed and figure out your sleeping spot first. You want to turn a strange room into somewhere you can survive the night. Try and have something comforting, something from your house if you're able to. Put on some familiar sounds, maybe a podcast, a music, a TV show. Silence after an argument or a loud house, doesn't feel good. That's where you stew in things. Tell somebody where you are, not the only man who knows where you are. Eat something simple. I remember my first meal in my new place was take out wings from the grocery store, and it's just choose something simple. One less decision when you're feeling drained, and pick one thing for the next morning that you're going to do. So coffee with somebody, go to the gym, go to work. Give that night an endpoint to aim at. Make one corner of the room decent and then stop. Maybe set up a lamp in a way you would like it. Put a chair there, the made bed. You don't build the life tonight. You're not supposed to. All you do is build one livable corner. And here's a few don'ts. This is what wrecks the night. Don't drink to erase the night, and that includes drugs. One beer is one thing. A joint is one thing. But anesthesia becomes the first habit of a new life. Be careful. Don't text her. Don't go through your old messages. Don't try not to ruminate on what went wrong. Nothing is good here that you'll ruminate over. Don't read the empty room as prophecy. It's quiet tonight, and that's it. It's not quiet forever. Don't do anything with this feeling tonight, but also don't numb it the whole way down. Just remember it. Down the road, we're going to use this feeling as a compass. When a choice would carry you back towards the life that feels like this, you'll know what it feels like, and you turn away from that. Tonight, you only have to feel it. Later, it's going to point the way out. If you've got kids, and this was the hardest for me, leaving for the night is not abandoning them. Disappearing on them is. That's two different things. So, you don't have to understand any of this tonight, how you got here, what it means, what's next. None of that is tonight's job. Tonight, you're going to make a bed, you're going to put some sound on, you're going to let one person know where you are, you're not going to blow anything up, and you're not going to make anything permanent. If relief shows up, let it in. It's not a confession, it's information. It's your body telling you a calmer life exists and is ahead of you. What's coming, I don't want to sugarcoat this. What's coming is really fucking hard. You're going to go through, if this is the way you continue, if this is the way your path is set to continue, you're going to go through some heavy grief. You're going to go through lawyers. You're going to go through empty weeks. But this room right here, that's not your future. It's the first night in an unfinished one. A place doesn't become home in one night. It gets built one ordinary day stacked on top of the next. You just laid down the first one. So this is a stepping stone until the next one. The worst night is the one you're in right now, and you're already getting through it. And I'll tell you what I can see from the other side of this. There's a version of you, not as far off as tonight makes it feel, who wakes up and this life is not your first thought. Your ex is not your first thought. He has a quiet he chose and a kid who looks at him differently. He's sovereign and he's genuine. Tonight you just have to make it to the morning so you can get to meet him. One line to hold on until morning. Don't sentence yourself tonight. I'll see you in the next video.